This will be a very quick video. I'm going to be showing you how to schedule appointments using the Google Calendar feature. So there are several benefits to using this automated scheduling feature on platforms such as Google. There are many benefits, but I'm just going to list a few. It streamlines communication between you and families. It also saves time. Okay, if you're able to automate some of the busy work of calling parents, setting up appointments, logging the appointments, then sending an email to remind them. That is a lot of work, and that's one thing that we know that teachers a lot of, is time. So it definitely saves time. It improves organization because of the automated features, its flexibility for parents, which is a plus, and the accessibility. Oftentimes, parents don't share our work schedule, so if we're able to kind of like do a survey, for example, to find out when would be the best time for our family to jump on a Zoom meeting or a Google Meet meeting to chat with you about the progress of their student, then you could then schedule those time frames for families so that they're able to navigate and say, okay, you know what, at 12 o'clock I'll be on my way to work, so I could jump on a Google Meet. Parent engagement, right? They all kind of tie together. And so we want our parents to be engaged. So offering an availability time frame that works best for them, that they could be reminded automatically. So I think it will be beneficial. So you're keeping the lines of communication open and making sure that the time frame that you are selecting is accessible to your families, because like I said, the number one reason people in education unfortunately believe that some families do not engage is because they're too busy to talk about their child's progress. That is not the case, is that they just don't have the same time frame that we do as pedagogues, as teachers. So it's like making that communication open to say, okay, which time frame works best for you, and here are the time frames that I have. Schedule a time to meet with me, and they're a click away. Have access to you in a meaningful way that is sustainable for them to talk about the progress of their children. And then finally, I've been mentioning this throughout, it's automated, right? So anything that's automated is going to make your workload and your workflow much easier, and so we always want to do that. The first thing you want to do is navigate to your Google Drive. Go ahead and scroll down to your calendar. Once that is opened, you're going to go ahead and click the Create button. On the left-hand side, you'll have three options. We're choosing Appointment Schedule. Once you click on this, you'll be able to open up to a window, and I'm going to show you this window specifically. It looks just like this. You will be able to type in the type of appointment you want to hold, how long this appointment will be, and how frequent you want this appointment to be, with some other options. Once you filled in the information on the very top, the title of your appointment, it tells you who's booking, right? The location. You have four options here to select. I'm going to choose Google Meet. And then I'm going to have some narrative or verbiage for the description of the actual appointment. And then I'm going to make sure that my families have access to let me know who's actually booking this appointment. And I want to add child's name just because I need to know whose parent is booking the appointment with me. Then there's some additional features here that I really don't need to kind of like explore, but you could feel free to do so when you get a chance. Then I hit save, and then if you notice in the calendar, you'll see all of the open slots. So this is how it will look, and I'm gonna get the share link so that I could share it with families. Once I copy that and email it to families, this is what they'll have access to. So this is actually your scheduling page with the information, okay? And once the family clicks on this information, they'll be able to then book the appointment for the time that they clicked upon. Once they hit book, they'll get an invite if it was a Google Meet. And then on your calendar, it'll be kind of like shaded so that you know that time slot has been taken, as well as your invite that you'll receive. So thank you for watching the demo. And so just to recap, there are a few things, steps that you could follow in order to get this done, set this up seamlessly. And so feel free to screenshot this screen or save it however else you'd like to. Okay, so first thing you want to do, you want to open up your Google Calendar and click Create. Then you're going to want to select Appointment Schedule, and you're going to want to set your available days and time for the meetings that you're going to be scheduling, and you want to customize the meeting duration and include a description. So for example, I had office hours. You could call it whatever it is that you so choose. Just make sure that it's the description is clear for families as well. And then finally, you want to share the booking link with your families so they're able to access your link and book a time to meet with you. As a reminder, if your organization doesn't already have a Google Suite, you may possibly have to do this only once because you can't create multiple appointments, right? So for example, in my demo, I created an appointment to meet with my AP seminar students' families. I cannot then make another separate meeting for, let's say, student office hours where students can drop in at a particular time using Google Meet. Just because I am using a personal Google Suite as opposed to an organizational or a Google Suite sponsored by an organization. If you do have Google Suite sponsored by an organization, you're able to then create multiple meetings, which it will be very cool because then you could always drop it in your email signature so that families automatically have access to that when you send out emails. All right. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, be well.